What is up, YouTube? It's Jay Coffee Talk back with another NFL video. We're talking about my Buffalo Bills once again. What's up, Bills Mafia and other NFL teams? Even if other NFL fans, even if the Bills ain't your team, I'm still interested to know what you guys' thoughts are on everything I talk about on this video. Make sure to hit them buttons, subscribe, the bell, all that. A lot of different topics we cover on this channel, but with that shellacking that my Bills put on the Patriots last night, I've discussed it a little bit, but there's some interesting narratives going on, some tweets that I wanted to share with you guys. So let's check this out, man. First, we have Adam Schefter. You seen what he's saying here. He says, Bills became the first team to sweep the Patriots in the regular season since 2000, Bill Belichick's first season with the team. Before Monday night, the Patriots were the only NFL team not to be swept by a divisional foe since division realignment in 2002. So for the football fans out there, I'm sure a lot of you guys remember as they're talking about divisional realignment in 2002, the AFC East actually used to have another team. Besides the Bills, Patriots, Jets, and Dolphins. The Indianapolis Colts actually used to be in the AFC East as well. The divisions were different back then. Scheduling was all different. It was like a whole different setup. But once again, this brings up something that I talked about yesterday, and I want to bring it up again now. And like I said, not just Bills fans. I want to hear from everyone else, right? I really want to know everyone's take on this. I'm not just talking ish. We are celebrating. We're talking our ish a little bit. We're enjoying it. It is what it is. But on a serious note, you see what they're talking about there, getting swept. Like, what's up with the Patriots, man? I was trying to get down to this yesterday. Like, Bill Belichick's always been known as the ultimate chess player. Like, this is the best that Belichick could do with this team. Like, it's atrocious. Like, seriously, this is the best? We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. Someone right here says Brady made Belichick. And, I had the Brady bunch, Brady fans, on my ass a little bit. Some comments that I made regarding Tom Brady as I've been covering, Tampa and everything going on there a lot this season. And listen, I say all the time, yes, I'm diehard Bills Mafia. So, like, on a competitive level and things like that, I don't like Brady. I don't like Belichick. I always say they're like Satan to me. You feel me? But, Brady, of course, he's an amazing QB. It is what it is, and now he's out there in Tampa. But what do you guys think about that with this guy saying Brady made Belichick, okay? Because I'm very, very confident that my Bills could have competed with, and I feel like beat the Patriots this season with Tom Brady. I'm not saying we would have swept them. Maybe, okay? We were on their heels last year, and we saw the Patriots team, like, yes, Brady not being there does have a lot to do with why things are the way they are, okay? And the offense isn't that good. Yes, but that team was on a downslide. Like, look at the way their season ended. They got knocked out by Tennessee. I'm not saying they were a horrible team last year or nothing. They went to the playoffs. They did their thing, but the franchise was on the downslide. That's a fact, But let me know your thoughts on that. What this guy said, the Patriots, what I call them, the Bradriots. The Patriots are the Hillary Clinton of the NFL. Whenever a team bashes the current Patriots, you NFL media will act like it's a great achievement. I don't even really get political, so we ain't even going to get into what that guy's saying there. But moving along, Isaiah McKenzie, special team, plays a lot of special teams for the Bills, but also is a wide receiver. You see what he said here. He said, sorry for running backwards. Anyways, Bills Mafia, we lit. Okay, so Isaiah McKenzie, like I said, doesn't get that many snaps at receiver. I mean, he does, but he caught a pass last night, and he was going backwards, man. And it's like, that is just crazy whenever you see that happen. I mean, the game was already ours, but I've actually seen guys do that in critical times during the game, and actually, like, go backwards, like, not just on returns, on catches and everything, like, sometimes go behind the sticks, and you're like, What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So that's just cool to see him tap in and celebrate. And like I said, man, Buffalo Bills, Bills Mafia. Obviously, we're the number one fan base in sports, but it's also a real great online experience in the community. You know, like as you see here, Mackenzie's happening with Bills Mafia. There's a lot of interaction from the players with the fans online as well and everything. It's a lot of fun and we're enjoying ourselves. You know what I mean? So, moving along, check this out. We saw this a couple weeks ago. Cowherd put us at number one, right? In his power rankings. Well, this is from Sunday Night Football, SNF on NBC, their official Twitter. They said, with 1 week left to go before the playoffs, there's a new number one team in town. The Buffalo Bills are on top of the Pro Football Talk power rankings for the first time this season. So, like I said, Cowher did it a couple weeks ago, right? But everyone is still kind of put the Chiefs ahead of us, right? But I truly feel we are the best team in football right now. I really believe so. Everyone comment. Let me know if you agree, your thoughts. But now we're seeing, in these power rankings as well, Buffalo hitting number one. Um, I really think we play KC now. We beat them. I really do, man. We're explosive. We're for real. We're an elite NFL team. Okay. Let's move on. We already seen this. Bills were the first team to sweep. Okay, let's check this one out. This kind of brings up something I was just talking about earlier. This is from PFF, right? Most passing TDs in Gillette Stadium this season. Josh Allen, 4. Derek Carr, 2. Cam Newton, 2. So I was just talking about this earlier. I made some videos, like in this video about Belichick, like this is the best he can do. I was speaking about this a little bit yesterday. Once again, even if you're not a Bills fan, I really want to hear your opinion. Everyone, let's talk. Like, Belichick's the ultimate chess player. Like, is he back to checkers? Like, how is that the best that he could come with for this offense? Like, it was atrocious. It was atrocious. What did they, like, altogether, what did they attempt? Like 15 or 20 passes? I just can't quite understand it. And that's what I mean. This team was on a downslide. They really, I don't know, man. I'm not going to go back all over that. But seriously, like, what does everyone think about this? We got to talk, man. And it's crazy, too, to think that I was mentioning this yesterday as well. This might be it for Killer Cam. Like, this might be how Cam Newton is going out, how his season is coming to an end. And I don't know why he just popped in my head, right? But Ninkovich, right? Very, very emotional player. We saw him out there yesterday, for the Patriots. Mad, yelling, flipping out. He is not happy. And when I say that, I'm not saying any of the guys on the Patriots are that their season went like this, But you saw Ninkovich full of emotion, very competitive player. And it's kind of interesting, right? Talking once again about Brady. You know how I said the Brady bunch kind of been mad at me for some of the things I said because I have been covering a lot of that with Tampa. A few weeks back before Tampa started getting hot and clicking, getting good momentum going into the playoffs, because we got to talk about it. They really, like, the Saints are still my favorite to win the NFC, but the Patriots are coming in, or I'm sorry, the Buccaneers are coming into the playoffs with some steam, with some momentum. And, something that I was saying all season that I just didn't like that they did was that they gave Brady some say in personnel and play calling and things like that. And he used his influence to get some guys on the team that he wanted, like Gronk, AB, and stuff like that. And when the little rift was going on between Arians and Brady before they got it together, right? Ninkovich, you guys remember that? He got in the media and was bashing Arians. He was like, what kind of a half-ass coach is Arians to be talking about his quarterback, his leader like that? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, he was going off on him. And I wonder if Brady tried to get Ninkovich out there. It seems like these dudes have a strong bond. I don't know, like, off the top of my head, what Ninkovich is, his contract is like. I mean, this might be it for Brady. But if he does come back, will we see him try to get Ninkovich out there in Tampa? I don't know if they couldn't cook up a trade. I don't know. It's just food for thought, just something that popped in my head. You know what I mean? But what's to say we cannot say that Patrick Mahomes is better than Josh Allen? At the very minimum, they are equals. If you disagree, just do this thought experiment. Put Josh Allen and KC with Andy Reid and those weapons, and what happens? Interesting. Moving along to the next tweet. Dion Dawkins. Like I was just saying, how Bills Mafia and the players, a lot of interaction online, how it's a great online community and fan base and all that, right? Dion Dawkins says, last year, and like I said, we were on the Patriots' heels. If you guys remember, in that second game, we almost had them close game. It was a Sunday night football game, right? Dawkins caught a touchdown. He's a lineman, but he lined up, checked in at tight end, and caught a touchdown. He's got his catchphrase, "You already know," fan favorite. He did the whole macaroni and cheese thing that went viral and all that. He says, Josh Allen is a record setter and the GOAT. And Stefon Diggs is a freaking record setter and the GOAT. Hashtag history. And I got to retweet this also. This is just great, man. Like I said, we see a lot of people starting to take notice of Josh and Stefon Diggs and their dominance and what they're doing. And, I've talked over and over this year on this channel about the Bills and Josh Allen haters and doubters. And we know that that's just what it is. A lot of people feel that way, And it's good to see some people are kind of starting to take notice and change their mind and give props. And but something someone pointed out to me, and I kind of agree on this, right? A lot of the times when I was tripping, why won't they give Josh Allen props, etc. Now, a few people said, Jay, until he wins a playoff game, a lot of those doubters ain't going to ease up off their bullish, And let me know what you think about that, guys. Do you believe that to be true? It probably is true, but people just don't want to admit that they were wrong about Josh Allen. It pains them to do that, But listen, there's a lot of people that were wrong about quarterbacks. Everyone said Josh Allen, he doesn't have the right tools. His game isn't going to fly in the NFL. He isn't going to be able to cut it. And they were wrong. And with quarterbacks, we've seen that numerous times where there were quarterbacks that people doubted and they could hang in the NFL, and then vice versa. A lot of guys that everyone was like, they're going to be the next big thing, and they just couldn't do it. They were just trash, man. Like what? Greasy, Leaf. Hop in the comments, guys, with, there's all kinds of busts, but people don't want to admit for some reason they were wrong about Josh Allen. Allen, talking about Diggs, he understands my ins and outs. That was funny. I can't actually play that. I can't play that during the video, but there was one more thing I wanted to read to you guys. I might have skipped over it. There was a tweet. It disappeared. There was a tweet from Stefon Diggs that was saying something along the lines of, I can't give offensive coordinator Brian Daboll enough props. I want to tell you guys how much he means to me, but I don't, because I don't want him to be stolen from me. And real quick before I close this video out, that's the last thing I want to touch on is Brian Daboll, offensive coordinator. He's been around the league. People mostly bring up his time in New England. He got some rings. He was in college with the Crimson Tide and all that. But he's been a big part of getting this all together with the Buffalo Bills offense. You know what I mean? And Diggs and Allen and their chemistry and all that. And he's talking about he doesn't want to lose him. That's been a big discussion, is that he will get that call to be a head coach next season. But, man, who knows? It would be great if he would just say, you know what? We go to the Super Bowl. We win this Super Bowl this year. And then he says, you know what, Bills Mafia, I'll stick around one more year before I go off on my head coaching journey, and we get the second ring, 2 rings into our Buffalo Bills dynasty. Because I truly, truly believe this is the beginning of a dynasty that everyone is witnessing right now. Like, what did Jay-Z said? He was like, you're now witnessing a dynasty like none other. Like, I really feel that's how good this team is. Yes, I'm a Bills fan. Yes, we're happy. But I truly believe there's something special here. This is the beginning of a dynasty. So get in the comments. Let me know your guys' thoughts on everything that I touched on in this video, even if you're not Bills Mafia. And if you haven't already, guys, take that quick moment, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Like I said, I cover a lot of other topics on this channel. Music, current events, sports, conspiracies, crime stories, all kinds of stuff. And it's highly interactive where I listen to the people in them comments, and we're going to open up the phone lines where you can call in and talk to Jay Coffee Talk. So just take that moment and hit them buttons, guys. It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. It helps me out immensely in building up this platform because I love making this content. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. I will catch you guys on the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Go Bills.